Imagine being there and witnessing that.
No, you'll be scarred forever.
Literally.
Like, you deserve to go to jail, that kind of people.
They deserve to have their junk chopped off, is what those guys deserve. Welcome back to the Left and Right podcast. We are doing today's episode in the car because we are on our way to an amusement park called Kentucky Kingdom. And we thought it would be fun to totally freak us out before we go there and read some crazy amusement park accidents. So we can completely be scared every time we go on a roller coaster. Okay. So I got this list of the craziest amusement park accidents that resulted in death.
What?
It's on howstuffworks.com. What?
Nothing.
You don't want to hear about this?
No, not after riding roller coasters.
Well, you know, you'll be scared. You'll get the whole experience.
No.
Okay, so number 14 is the coaster accidentally switches tracks at Silver Dollar City. Silver Dollar City. Why is that hard for me to say? It's located in Missouri. It's one of America's most successful amusement parks. Fire in the Hole, a three-story steel enclosed roller coaster, is a favorite amongst amusement park enthusiasts for its dated production values and peculiar concepts of the ride. It's also the ride responsible for the only fatality at Silver Dollar Cities since its doors opened in 1960. On July 9th, 1980, 23-year-old James Frederick Poley was one of several passengers riding a train on Fire in the Hole, which was mistakenly thought to be empty. The train was switched from the main tracks onto the maintenance track, headed towards a storage area with a low-hanging door. Maintenance workers shouted at the passengers to duck. Poley failed to react and smashed his head on the door. The accident was ruled a case of human error, and the ride reopened 2 days later. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. The next one's coasters and heart conditions, a deadly combination. Roller coasters are required to list all potential health hazards for those who dare to ride them. Unfortunately, some people fail to take these warnings seriously. This was the case in 1976 at Busch Gardens in Tampa Bay. For weeks, the park was advertising their new ride on television with the tagline, "I challenged the python and lived." The city was buzzing with anticipation for the python's opening on April 25th, 1976. 4 days before the ride was all set to open, Busch Gardens treated the press with an advanced ride. Stan Hoyer, a 39-year-old, 6'6", 340-pound man with a heart condition, was one of the local reporters who was offered the privilege. Sadly, he had a heart attack from the experience and died. The ride's tagline was removed shortly afterwards, and warning signs was doubled in size.
So like that when they get an accident, they cover the person on the rides or no?
They what?
Like if you have heart attack, whose fault is the person riding or the person that was have the ride?
It's because they have like those warning signs outside of the roller coasters that if you have a heart condition or if you're pregnant or whatever, don't get on.
Oh, okay.
So if they have that sign, then it's the fault of the person
who wanted to ride it.
who wanted to ride it. Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Because I never see a signs or something like that.
You just don't read. They're outside. They're outside every ride. So
Okay.
yeah. Okay. Number 12. The man killed while retrieving his hat. Terrible things can happen when warning signs are only posted in a single language. This is what happened on September 7th, 1998, when a man entered a fenced-off area underneath the Top Gun roller coaster at California's Great American Amusement Park. 25-year-old Hector Mendoza. Hey! You think he's your cousin or something?
Probably.
Oh no, not anymore, because he's dead.
That's not funny.
Okay. Who spoke Spanish only? It could be your cousin.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Entered into an employees-only section at the park to retrieve his hat just as 28-year-old Jessica Medina's dangling legs came rushing by at 50 miles an hour. Mendoza, who had been recently married, died about an hour after the incident as Jessica Medina was being treated for a fractured leg. The ride was closed for the day while Mendoza's black hat remained at the scene with a police evidence tag next to it. This terrible tragedy was the third fatality in the history of the amusement park.
Wow. That's scary.
Yeah. How do you say employees only in Spanish?
Empleados.
Empleado.
Yeah. Solamente.
Solamente.
Yeah. Sí. Employees only.
Well, that sucks. Could you imagine? I'm sure that girl felt so guilty. The one that got her leg broken, because it was her leg that killed him. I don't know. If that was me, even though I had a broken leg, I would feel so guilty. Even though it's not my fault, you know?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. That's probably, I feel guilty because it's her leg's the one killed.
Yeah, her leg is the one that killed him. It's crazy.
That's not good at all.
Being kicked at 30, or what was it, 50 miles an hour?
50 miles an hour.
Crazy.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeesh. Okay. Next one, number 11. Coaster collision claims the life of a 14-year-old boy. Oh no. Willard's Whizzer was a speed racer roller coaster built for California's Great Amusement Park. Hey, that's the same place as the last.
So they happen the same place? Accidents happen?
As the guy that got kicked at 50 miles an hour. Yeah. Anyways, problems with the braking system, which caused trains to collide at the station, became apparent almost immediately after the speed racer rides were introduced in 1976. From 1976 to 1979, there were at least 11 instances of trains colliding, resulting in an unknown number of injuries. No solutions were put in place to remedy the problem. On March 29th, 1980, two trains collided again. This time, the accident resulted in the death of a 14-year-old boy and the injuries of 8 other passengers. The Marriott Corporation failed to notify the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission about the safety hazard. The incident was settled for just $70,000. This hardly seems equivalent to the enormous loss of a human life. How did the two trains, and why did no one fix it? That seems like
they did on purpose, maybe?
There's no way they did that on purpose.
If you know how, they get all...
I don't know. I mean, it was the 80s. Maybe just nobody cared back then. That's horrible.
Really?
I don't know, but that just seems crazy.
Yeah, it is, because
Like, how you have multiple accidents where people got hurt and just decide, like, it's fine, we'll just keep going, business as usual. Like,
that's crazy.
Number 10, a grandmother killed at Six Flags, New Orleans. Rosa Donaldson, a 52-year-old from New Orleans, was taking care of her 4-year-old grandson for the summer. She purchased season passes to the zoo, the aquarium, the museum, and the Six Flags New Orleans amusement park. July 10th, 2003 was supposed to be an entertaining evening at Six Flags. It turned out to be an awful tragedy instead. The boy was getting ready to ride one of the park's newest attractions, the Joker's Jukebox, which consists of 30 cars that spin on 6 moving arms. Donaldson entered into a restricted area to ensure that her grandson was properly fastened just as the operator started the ride. Oh my God. One of the spinning cars hit her on the head, and another one hit her on the abdomen immediately after. Donaldson bled to death before she arrived at the hospital. The ride now plays a safety announcement before it begins. You know what? Stay out of employee areas. What's this lady excuse? I know she speaks English because she lives in New Orleans. She's from New Orleans.
Yeah.
People are just so entitled.
Oh, people they don't pay attention to this.
No, I think she knew what she was doing.
Think so?
I mean, it sucks that she, got killed, but still, like, that's why they're employee-only areas, because employees know how to be safe in those areas.
Yeah.
Like, you're not trained to go back there, don't go back there. It's crazy. Number 9, a mother and daughter killed on New Jersey roller coaster. On August 28th, 1999, a roller coaster at Gillian's Wonderland Pier in New Jersey suffered 2 mechanical failures while making its ascent into the highest point of the ride. As the car approached its peak, it suddenly plunged 30 feet down the hill at an extreme speed toward a 90-degree angle in the track. Kimberly Bailey, 39, and her 8-year-old daughter, Jessica, were sent flying into their deaths. The first mechanical failure happened with the drag chain that is designed to pull the car to the top of the hill and detach moments before the car begins its descent down the launch hill. In this case, the drag chain disconnected before the car reached the top, causing it to roll backwards down the track. The second mechanical failure happened due to a faulty anti-rollback device. This tragedy caused the only fatalities at Gillian's Wonderland Pier in its 86-year history. What I don't understand is, was nobody else on the ride? Like, why were they the only 2?
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird.
Right?
Yeah. How can it be only 2 people on that ride?
Yeah. Unless they're just not telling us about the other people that maybe got hurt or whatever, but I don't know. That is just odd. Okay, moving on. Number 8, the Krug Park Big Dipper roller coaster accident. On July 24th, 1930, one of the worst roller coaster accidents in American history occurred at the Krug Park in Omaha. The accident was the result of a faulty bolt that was supposed to hold a brake shoe in place. The brake shoe slipped and got caught beneath the rear wheels of one of the cars, causing the car to come off the track and smash through a frail guardrail. Smashed through a frail guardrail. As the car plummeted downward to the ground, it pulled the other 3 cars down with it, leaving the passengers crushed underneath the wreckage. 4 people were killed, and 17 others were seriously injured. The Omaha City Council immediately banned all roller coasters within the city. By 1940, Krug Park was forced to close its doors permanently. The area became a public space with 3 ball fields, a playground, and a swimming pool, and was renamed Gallagher Park. Are they still banned in Omaha?
Probably. They did that, maybe.
I'm gonna look it up real quick. 1 second. We lost internet service, so we'll have to look at that up later. But that is crazy and horrible. 4 people dying. Crazy.
There was one time I was remembered on when we go Kings Island on Cincinnati. It was this roller coaster. I was playing. It was almost like 6 o'clock or something like that. It was stuck in the middle, and it was like all the people hanging up for like 2 hours. Really? Before they fix it. It's bad.
There was one time where I was at Six Flags in California, and there was this ride. I think it's called Tatsu, and you, when you're on it, like your legs, like you're facing the ground. So like if this is your body, like you're walking normal, you're facing like this.
Oh, okay.
And you face the ground when you're riding the ride. And so we rode the ride, and then when it was time to get off the ride, and then the seats go back to normal so you can get out.
Yeah.
Ours stayed like this, and everybody else went down so they could get out, but our row stayed like this for like 10-15 minutes, and we were stuck on that ride for that long.
Really?
Yeah, it sucked.
That's crazy.
We're like, why did we get stuck and no one else got stuck? But yeah, that was crazy.
Well, remember that kind of people that stuck the seatbelt, they can come in off and they have to ride too many times? When does that happen? When we go Disney World? Or we go somewhere and the person has to do again, just keep riding because the seat they don't work.
I don't remember that. Are you sure that was with me?
Yes, it was with you.
It's not your other wife?
No.
Okay.
I'm 100% sure.
Okay, well, all right, next story. Number 7, a grandmother killed and a 4-year-old paralyzed in Indiana. You were just wait, yeah, Cincinnati's in Indiana, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, this accident is just infuriating. On August 11th, 1996, Old Indiana Fun Park made every mistake they could have possibly made. A derailed miniature train claimed the life of a 57-year-old grandmother and left a 4-year-old paralyzed from the chest down. Oh my God.
That's really bad.
The investigation revealed that the train was traveling much faster than its designed speed of 12 miles per hour. The operator applied the brakes, but the brakes were either damaged or missing. And most of the anti-derailment devices weren't installed. The speedometer was broken and the track was littered with debris. The safety inspector who examined the ride twice in the past 3 months leading up to the accident admitted that he wasn't qualified for the job. Even the park's own records showed that the miniature train had derailed 79 times in the 2 months preceding the accident. The owners admitted negligence, and the park declared bankruptcy a few months later. You know that just close the ride.
Yeah.
If you're not going to fix it, close the ride. That's just so crazy. How are you going to know that something's wrong with it?
And you just keep going.
And then just let people keep going on it.
You don't think that people need to be like...
In jail?
In jail, yeah. Because you hurt people pretty much.
Yeah.
That's not nice at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 6. Six Flags coaster claims the life of a 52-year-old woman. On July 19th, 2013, Rosie Esparza was almost severed in half while riding the Texas Giant roller coaster at the Six Flags Over Texas amusement park. The victim expressed concern about her safety harness after she boarded the ride. One of the operators assured her that she was properly secured, and the roller coaster began its fatal ride. The roller coaster rounded a turn. Esparza's restraint came undone, and she was thrown 75 feet onto a metal roof.
Wow. Okay, like that one, you don't think if you concerned that your seatbelt's like it's not work, like something wrong with, and you telling the person, hey, this is not right, you don't think that person, the one I say it's fine, always like it's too good, it's nothing wrong with, you don't think that people, they need to be in the jail?
No, because they're just employees.
Think so?
I mean, it's the responsibility of the people who own the park and manage the park. You know? They take liable responsibility for anything like that. Like, I don't think it would fall on the employees.
Okay.
And for all the employee knew, maybe it did look fine. You know?
Look at that.
Oh, that is cool. Hold on. I'm holding it kind of weird. Hold on. Sorry.
That's hilarious. That's so cool.
Yeah, that was cool. That's super cute. I want to decorate. Oh, they have a giant spider too. I want to decorate my car for Halloween. Oh wait, I don't have a car. Never mind.
You have the truck?
Well, I guess I could, but can we decorate this car for Halloween?
No.
Why not?
No, you don't decorate.
Why not?
No.
It'll look cool.
No, it's not.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't feel like that's cool how they decorate, really.
See, why we don't do that?
I don't know, but I don't think I'm gonna like drive like that.
Whatever. Okay, next one. Oh wait, not next one. We didn't finish the story. An investigation began immediately. 2 months later, the ride reopened with redesigned restraints, seat belts, and a test seat at the entrance to ensure that the passengers could ride safely. Esparza's family filed lawsuits against Six Flags and the ride's manufacturer, Gerstauler. I don't know. These are some weird names.
Why?
I can't pronounce it. In response, the park and Gerstaller sued each other over the responsibility for the accident. Are you serious? Both companies eventually reached a undisclosed settlement with the victim's family. Yeah, they're both at fault, right? I mean, who do you think is more at fault? Do you think it's like the owners at the amusement park, or do you think it's the people who made the ride? Or do you think it's both?
I think it's both. Because the owner, they have to make sure all the machines work fine, you know?
Yeah.
You have to check it out pretty much.
They're supposed to test it every day, make sure it's safe.
Make sure it's safe.
I guess probably this woman might have been a little bit too big for it, because it mentioned in the thing that they have like a tester seat in the front to make sure you fit. So,
really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So it looks like this woman probably just didn't fit in it correctly, and it just didn't fasten the way it was supposed to.
Okay. But still, do you know if it didn't fit, why do you let it dry it? You know, dry it. That's just.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think it's the owner of the park, or
both.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
They're both.
Okay.
Therefore,
Moving on. Number 5. Accident at Expo Land killed 1 person, injured 19 others. Jesus. Fujin Rajan II, a 6-car standing roller coaster. What? What kind of name is that for a roller coaster? I thought it was like whatever. If that means something, anybody knows the the translation, let me know in the comments. Derailed on May 5th, 2007 at Expo Land, Suita, Osaka, Japan. Oh, it's Japanese. It probably does mean something. I have no idea what it means. The Children's Day accident claimed the life of a 19-year-old Yoshino Kogawara and injured 19 other passengers when the train smashed into a guardrail. An investigation revealed that professional negligence was the cause of the accident. One of the axles cracked while the train was entering halfway through the 3,500-foot course. It was discovered that none of the axles had been replaced during the 15 years that the roller coaster was in operation. A month after the accident, authorities reprimanded Expo Land when similar problems were found on another train. In July 2008, 3 employees agreed with the allegations of professional negligence, admitted to deliberately postponing the ride's mandatory inspections, and admitted that they had submitted a bogus safety report even after visible cracks began to appear on the damaged axle. That's crazy. So in that instance, I guess it is the employees, because they were just purposely not doing not replacing the parts they needed to, and they knew about it.
Some I don't know, like if employees they don't say anything, of course the owner, they can fix nothing.
Yeah.
So I think it's employees' fault too.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I think like it's still the manager's job to be on top of things, you know?
Yeah, okay.
Like who hired the people that, you know?
Yeah,
they're responsible for them.
And they're supposed to be, they have to capacitate for that. Like
what?
like they need to like check everything, every roller coaster, make sure they work fine. Something that,
yeah,
like I'm sure the people in charge of that.
I don't know. Well, that sucks. Okay, number 4. Fire kills 8 teens at Six Flags Adventure in New Jersey. Some of us have had the experience of being mildly spooked at a typical amusement park. Haunted castle, plastic monsters, scary noises, and skeletons that pop up out of nowhere are all part of the fun. On May 11th, 1984, the Haunted Castle at Six Flags Adventure in New Jersey offered a truly terrifying experience when a sudden fire engulfed the structure and claimed the lives of 8 teenagers. Hours after the fire was declared under control, firefighters discovered the 8 bodies in a trailer. Hours after the fire was declared 8 bodies in a trailer. Initially, they were mistaken as mannequins. The castle was considered a temporary structure, and despite recommendations from the park's safety consultants, the park was not required to install sprinklers or smoke detectors. For these reasons, Six Flags was found not guilty of aggravated manslaughter. The families of the 8 victims filed civil suits against the park and were awarded over $18 million for their losses.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's crazy. They thought they were mannequins. Their dead bodies were mannequins.
That's horrible.
That is horrible.
That's horrible.
Ugh. Okay, number 3. 3 killed on world's largest indoor triple loop coaster. On the evening of June 14th, 1986, the West Edmonton Mall in Canada was packed up with people attending a concert. In a mall? Typical evening shoppers and others waiting for a chance to ride the world's largest indoor roller coaster, the Mindbender. The ride had been shut down twice that evening when the operator heard a metallic sound coming from the train. When the ride reopened, 12 people joyfully got on. Shortly after Shortly into the ride, the train derailed and hurled 2 bodies up to 100 feet. Tony Mandrusiak, 24, and his fiancée, Cindy Sims, 21, were violently killed when the ride derailed. Sims was partially decapitated, oh my god,
Sure.
when her body was thrown into a concrete ledge. A third death, David Sager, 24, occurred moments after the derailment when his car stalled upside down during one of the loops and his body fell from the ride onto the mall floor. 19 other people were also injured. Wow. That's crazy.
It is great. It's horrible. That was so horrible.
That I can't even believe that. Imagine being there and witnessing that.
No, you'll be scarred forever.
Literally.
Yeah. Probably never come back to roller coaster or nothing like that.
Yeah.
You will traumatize forever.
Yeah. Okay. Number 2, space journey ride in China kills 6 people. Echo Venture Valley of overseas Chinese town is a popular amusement park in Shenzhen, China. One of their main attractions, Space Journey, is truly unique. The ride simulates a rocket launch by accelerating into the air at twice the rate of gravity while spinning and shaking its 11 four-person cabins. On June 29th, 2010, this thrilling ride became a catastrophic nightmare. According to eyewitnesses, there was a power outage and an explosion moments before the ride's cabins came loose and collided with other cabins. The cabins dropped 50 feet and hurled passengers into the ground. The accident killed 6 people and seriously injured 10 others. Surprisingly, the ride had passed its maintenance inspection just 8 days before the accident, which has heightened the concerns regarding safety of Chinese amusement parks. I bet.
Wow.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, number 1. The deadliest roller coaster accident in history. Wooden roller coasters have a reputation for being potential death traps. They wear out quickly and require a great deal of maintenance. Even the smallest amount of negligence can result in huge calamity. This was the situation at London's Battersea Park Fun Fair in May of 1972. The park's main attraction, the Big Dipper roller coaster. One of the other stories was the Big Dipper roller coaster too. Maybe that's just like a cursed name or something.
Probably. That's horrible.
Don't ever get on a roller coaster that's named the Big Dipper. That's what we learned today.
Yeah.
The Big Dipper roller coaster became the site of a deadliest roller coaster accident in history. As the ride was being pulled to the top of the launch hill, the lift chain detached from one of the trains and the anti-rollback mechanism malfunctioned. Isn't that the same as one of our other stories? Anyways, the train came hurtling back down the hill and smashed into another train waiting on the boarding area. 5 children were killed and 13 others were seriously injured. The roller coaster was never reopened. Good. And the Battersea Fun Fair was closed 2 years later as a result.
You know, it's a good idea to go ride roller coaster right now. I don't know, it sounds like everything's horrible.
We'll just avoid anything called the Big Dipper and we'll be fine. But that was crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh my. Okay, well, to lighten things up a little bit, I have some amusement park stories from people who've worked in amusement parks.
Okay.
Yeah. So our first one, this is on Reddit. I operated a few different roller coasters during my fun-filled summers at the amusement park, but most of my horror stories come from one ride in particular. The train was one of those that you had to step into with a lap bar restraint. On one particular day, it was over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and the ride had been running as usual for most of the morning. As we were loading the train, a guest come up to me and to say that there was an awful smell coming from the front car. And my stomach immediately dropped. Usually with these types of complaints, we find that the previous rider had one too many slushies before riding and lost their lunch. Gross. but we were used to it, used to cleaning that kind of stuff. I started approaching the front car and immediately called my coworker to direct everyone out of the train and back into the line, and to call our supervisor to close the ride. Instead of a normal puke situation, I found a greenish brown liquid spread all throughout the front car. What? From the seat down to the floor. Whoever was the last person to ride that ride had shat all over themselves and hadn't bothered to tell anyone about it. Cleaning human feces is one thing. It's absolutely disgusting, but it can be done. But trying to clean up human diarrhea in 100 plus degree weather off the floor of a car where you have to kneel down and stick your head in the car to reach the very front is a situation that I never would have imagined, even my worst nightmares. The ride was down for the rest of the day, and it took over an hour to clean everything out of the car before we could really start sanitizing it.
Yeah. The people really do, they have the accidents?
I mean, I don't know. I guess on a roller coaster, I've never seen something like that, but that sucks. Yeah. But like me working in a hotel, I've had to clean up human diarrhea too. It's not fun.
That's nasty.
And, you know, plenty of vomit. I would take vomit any day over diarrhea. Diarrhea is just rancid. It is the worst thing that you could possibly do to someone. And you know what? You know what? People who just leave that for someone else to pick up, I get that it's probably embarrassing, but don't leave that for someone else. That bad juju is going to come back and bite you in the butt. Like, I don't care. And you're going to get more diarrhea, and you're going to have to clean it up. Like,
that's so horrible.
Yeah, it's... Yeah.
I don't know. It was, well, I'm not saying never gonna do it, but I have to never gonna do it.
And if you do, you'll clean it up, right? So someone else doesn't have to. Or you'll try to.
No, like clean it up, like for someone.
Oh, you hope that you never have to clean it up.
Yeah, of course, if it was me, I'm gonna clean it up.
Yeah.
This magic, if it's for you, it's disgusting much for the other person.
No, yeah, it's 10 times worse. Like, because if it's, you know, your own body, like, you're somewhat used to your own body, whatever comes out of it. Like, you're okay cleaning it up, you know?
Yeah, you find out, you know, it's you.
Yeah. But if
it's
you're
part of you.
Exactly. If it's part of you, you're fine. You're not fine with it, but, like, you're more used to it than someone else is going to be.
Yeah.
And then, like, the smell...
Yeah.
Like, I can handle the smell of vomit because I'm used to it, but vomit is not nearly as bad as what?
Okay.
That was the road.
Oh, okay, I was a little bit confused.
Oh, in 1 mile you have to take the exit number 10.
All right, right or left?
Take the exit 10.
Okay.
We're on a freeway. Where do you think the exit is? But yeah, human diarrhea is just the worst smell in the world. Even dog diarrhea is not as bad as human diarrhea. Okay, you want to read another story?
I guess.
Yeah, we have a few more minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was a caricature artist for Six Flags, and one day a dad and his son came up to me and wanted a drawing of the two of them. Now, the way I don't know why I can't say that word today. Caricature pricing works was that we would charge per person in the drawing. The father and son wanted a simple black and white headshot of the two of them. Oh, you missed the exit.
That's 8. Really?
You missed the exit.
Oh, no, never mind.
Now you have to, in 4 miles, you have to get on 64 West to St. Louis.
Okay.
Oops. Anyways. And black and white headshot was $10. So for the two of them, it would be $20 before tax. I very clearly explained this to them, asking several times, "Are you okay with the ending price?" And they excitedly accepted. Fast forward to me ringing them up at the register, and I tell them the total, 24 something. The father's happy and friendly demeanor quickly dissipates, and he begins arguing with me about the pricing. I calmly explain the situation with pricing and apologize if I wasn't clear enough, and he gently reminded him that he understood and agreed. Otherwise I wouldn't have done the drawing. Big mistake. He gets angrier and starts yelling at me, cursing me out for lying and overcharging them to put a few more coins in my pocket. He accuses me of preying on parents and their children, thinking I can take advantage of them because they're stupid effers. He tries to take the drawing without paying, and when I hold it back and tell him he can't, he throws a $10 bill at me and snarls that's all he's going to pay, that I'm worthless and my drawing isn't even good and doesn't deserve more than that. I'm really upset at this point, and I hand him the drawing, wishing him a good day. F you, he tells me in response, but the real word, obviously. Mm-hmm. The whole time, his son is standing there looking embarrassed and terrified. The dad proceeds to pace back and forth in front of my stand, alternating between coming back to the counter and yelling at me and chasing customers away, screaming at them how I'm stealing money and how the stand is a huge effing ripoff. Thankfully, his charade lasted all of 20 minutes, and the police finally got him out of there. Left me pretty shaken though. I had to take my break early and cried over my lunch. Poor girl. She doesn't make the pricing. I don't know why people do that.
Some people didn't understand that.
What about the pricing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they had clear pricing, and I don't know why people act like that, you know? There's no reason for it. Okay, let's read another short one, and then we'll call it a day.
Okay.
So it says, worked at a water park, witnessed a man at the wave pool that would pull down his trousers, then rub his junk up against the little kids that were isolated from their parents.
What?
Oh my, no, that's not funny.
Okay.
I did not think it was going to be this dark already. Okay. It was absolutely horrific and disgusting to witness. Why didn't anyone stop him? Of course, I had to report it to security, and thankfully they had a camera at the front of the pool, allowed for more evidence than just he said, she said testimony. Had to go to court to testify.
So they take it to the court, the guy?
Yeah, and they also had evidence because they had a camera on the pool.
Okay.
But they actually admitted to it at the end of it, at the end of it all, which I don't know if that sickens me even more. Needless to say, I'm glad I did the right thing and reported it, because anyone could have easily just missed it or even ignored it. Edit. I have the article of the event, not entirely sure. It says to stay in that one.
This one?
Yeah, it says to stay in this one, but to exit.
Okay.
Multitasking, it's hard. Edit. I have the article of the event, not entirely sure if posting it is ethical since it gives the water park's name and the guy's name. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. I mean, people like that are just sick. Don't you think so? I mean, would you whip it out? I know you wouldn't. But, like, can you imagine someone just whipping it out and rubbing it up against a random kid?
Yeah, then he deserve to go to jail, that kind of people.
They deserve to have their junk chopped off, is what those guys deserve. Okay, and on that note, thank you all for watching the Left and Right podcast. If you like this video, like the video. It helps out the channel, and we will see you all in the next week. Bye.
Bye.